Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to Mad Medicine. Hope you guys are having a great day. The other day we made a video about what types of applicants do medical schools look at. And in the video, I said something that a lot of you guys may be a little confused about. And that was that sometimes research is not required to get into medical school. You don't need to have research to get into medical school. It will help you if you have research, and it won't hurt you if you don't have research. And I actually got a few people asking me, what does that mean? So I thought, why don't I make a video a little bit more in detail about why medical schools may or may not require research. So without further ado, we're gonna be asking, do you need research to get into medical school today? Before I dive deep into the topic, a little shameless self-advertising. If you like our videos, if you like our channel, please hit that subscribe button. If you like the videos, hit that like button. And if you want me to talk about a certain topic or a video or any concept you want me to cover, let me know in the comments below. Hit me up with a direct message, whatever. I'd love to hear from you guys. Okay, now that I've done my advertising, let's get deep into the topic. Do you need research to get into med school? And the answer is maybe. The reason why I'm saying maybe is because, number one, there are two schools of thoughts, right? There is the people who say, definitely, you absolutely need research. And then there are the people who say, nah, it's cool, don't worry about it. If you got it, that's cool. If not, it's aight. So I believe it's kind of in the middle. The real answer is in the middle. For some schools, you definitely need research. And for other schools, you may or may not. And it actually is dependent on the school that you're looking at. So for example, if you're looking at a very research heavy institute, okay, and I'm talking about stuff like Stanford, Harvard, UCLA, USC, so a lot of those big name schools, right, you're probably going to be required to do research. Now, I'm not 100% sure about this, but I can probably guarantee you guys that it won't be written anywhere explicitly. That it won't say you need to have research or you need to have publications. It probably isn't going to say that. It's going to be something kind of unspoken. It's going to be under the table, but a lot of the people on the admissions committees are going to be looking at whether or not you're going to be a good applicant, whether or not you're a good candidate for their school. And for those types of schools, right? So for those schools who are really research heavy, you can kind of see that you're gonna probably need to do some research to show them you're interested in their school, in their mission statement, as well as in research in general. Now, there are other schools out there with other schools of thought, right? So if you're looking at a school that is very community heavy, that's very public health heavy, then most likely you may not need traditional bench research. When I say bench research, I mean like laboratory research. You might not need that. You may be able to do other types of research, okay? So that could be public health research, that could be clinical research, there could be so much more you could do. But in these schools, a lot of times you may not actually need research to begin with. Schools aren't really weighing research that heavy in those schools, mainly because their focus is other than research. Their focus is actually to help the community that they are in, to serve the community that they are located in, because a lot of times in those communities, there's a lack of physicians, there's a lack of healthcare professionals, and that actually hurts the patients that are there. And you guys, as medical students, as future medical students, actually step in and play the role of a healthcare professional and provide that healthcare need some, alleviation from the stress that they're feeling. So I think it really depends on the school you're looking at. Now, I want to talk about whether or not that makes a difference. If you're looking at a really top-notch school, does that mean that another school that doesn't really focus on research, that's more public health related, public care related, is it a lesser school than the research heavy school? And I would argue no, because it really depends on what those schools are focusing on. The schools that focus on research are actually very top-notch institutions because they're a lot of times cutting edge. Or they may be really old institutions that have a lot of money backing them, allowing a lot of people to do very top-notch research. Does that mean that the level of education you're going to get there is going to be lower than the level of education you can get somewhere else? Absolutely not. I know a lot of people who have gone to these top-notch schools, and I know a lot of physicians who have gone to, like regular schools or even schools that focus on public health, sector. And it doesn't make any difference in the quality of the physician. At the end of the day, that's going to be decided by you, how much hard work you're going to be able to put in, that you want to put in, and how much you care for your patients. Another thing I want to say is if you guys like research, then definitely do research. If you don't enjoy research, don't do research. It's that simple. A lot of people ask me, hey Farhan, I know we have to do all these things. We have to get a good GPA, good MCAT, have really good clinical experience. We have to have leadership experience, volunteer experience, and we should have research experience. How do I do all of it? And the truth is, you don't need all of that. And when it comes to research, you may not need it, but if you don't like what you're doing, if you don't like research to begin with, why are you putting yourself through that? You're not gonna do good in it, right? Because you don't enjoy it. You're not gonna give it 100% effort, and your work isn't gonna show a good representation of who you are. So why are you putting in all this work for something you don't really enjoy? You're just putting yourself through torture for no reason. And that's something I realized in undergrad in my second year. And I honestly said, F it, I'm not doing no bench research. I don't like lab research. Personally, it didn't interest me. I thought it was really tedious, the work I was doing, and I was bored. There are people who love it, and you know what? Props to you guys. I don't know how you do it. I know I can't do it, but if you guys can do it, that's great. But personally, I was like, yo, I can't do this. It's too much. It's too boring. And it doesn't interest me. And that's okay. So I decided to step away. I told the lab I'm leaving, and I pursued other things instead. And that's where my passion lay. It wasn't the other things I did, right? The clinical stuff I did, the clinical research I did. So do you need research for medical school? Sometimes, okay, that's the truth. Now I hope this helped. I know it's a very fluid answer. I know there's no concrete answer I told you guys. And the reason why is at the end of the day, there is no concrete answer to how to get into med school and all of these questions you guys have. It really depends on the path you guys take and the path you make for yourself. And there is no one road to success. You guys will make that road to success on your own. Now, with that being said, I'm gonna wrap up the video. If you guys like the video, if you guys like the content, if you guys like what we're doing, if you like that I'm posting regularly, hit that subscribe button and probably share it with a friend. Maybe someone else will find this useful. If you like the video, hit the like button. And if you have anything you want me to talk about, anything you wanna say to me, leave a comment below. I'd really appreciate it. That being said, I'll see you guys soon. Take it easy.